there's a thin line between being blunt and being insensitive. The way people feel after you say something to them, like, is very important. To be a line between being blunt and being insensitive. Where do we draw the line? Because you can't be talking to me every time and I'll be feeling so bad and then you'll be telling me that it's because you are blunt. Like, I like sincere people, but don't but when you're doing it in a way that you don't respect my feelings at that point, I feel like that's being insensitive. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time I'm seeing this face, thank you so much for stopping by. I would like you to join the family by clicking the subscribe button down below and the notification bell beside it. And if it's not your first time, thank you so much for stopping by to watch my video again. And if you have not subscribed as well and you're looking at me, or you watch any of my videos and you are still looking at me right now, please, you're doing the wrong thing. Just click on the subscribe button and the notification bell button beside it. So as you've seen in the video, I just want to talk about being blunt and insensitive. Like, where do we draw the line? So let's get started, guys. So like I said, I just want to hear my opinion on being blunt and then being insensitive, because at some point being blunt and being insensitive, like, they go hand in hand. And if you're not very careful, you can either not being blunt and then be insensitive to other people's feelings, and at the end of the day you can sound so rude and say shebi I'm blunt. So I want to use this scenario of Bigbrother Naija reunion about Prince and Lilo. Yeah. So about 4 days ago, like, that was Monday. I think that was Monday. I'm not so sure, but I think that was Monday. There was V and Lilo, and the neighbor was asking V, okay, you guys are friends in the house. V and Lilo were friends in the house before she got evicted, and then Ebuka was like, you nominated her for a eviction, so why did you nominate her since she's your friend? And then V was like, I don't think she wanted the show enough, and I don't think she deserves to be on the show because she's always following man up and down. I'll try and look for the clip if I see it and had it here. And then she was like, she doesn't think she wants to be on the show enough, and all of that, blah, 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 blah. And then Lilo was like, did you talk to me about, we are friends, did you talk to me about it, like, oh Lilo, this thing you're doing, it doesn't make sense, kind of focus and all that? She's like, no, I just, you know how we talk now. And then she's like, she doesn't think Lilo wants the show to be on the show enough, and then she doesn't deserve to be on the show because she's always following Eric up and down, and that seems like she doesn't want to be on the show because she's not focused and all that. And then my own opinion, I feel like to an extent being diplomatic is very, very much important, as much as you want to be blunt and hear your opinions, which I'm very...
Oh, I lied about that. I just felt guilty and I didn't know how to say that. Okay.
So why did you do what you did? You know, sorry,
okay, you know, I'll be very truthful. The only reason why I nominated Lilo is because first eviction, and I didn't see that she wanted to be here as much. Obviously.
House girl.
Yeah, exactly. House girl. Yeah, like she was always with Eric. Okay, me and you.
Like, I like sincere people, but don't... but when you're doing it in a way that you don't respect my feelings at that point, I feel like that's being insensitive. There are other diplomatic ways to go about things. Number one, I don't hate V. I don't dislike her. I like her maturity, because she did something yesterday when Ebuka was asking her about Neo and Prince's situation, and then she was like, Prince is entitled to get angry because of what Neo did, and Neo was supposed to apologize, which he didn't do. So it feels like Prince is not a bad person for getting angry, because she's supposed to get angry. And it's like, oh, he was not like, but, and she's not always biased. That's what I like about her as well. Like, she's sincere, she's truthful, and then she's not, but she's kind of blunt and insensitive to other people's feelings. She doesn't care about how you feel. She's just going to say it, and that's the only thing. These are my own opinions, and like I said, I don't hate her. Don't come for me. It's not like I hate her or something, but I'm just hearing my own opinions. You can put yours in the comment section, and I will read it, and other people will read it as well. This is my own opinion, right? So I feel like she should have just reached out to Lilo when they were in the house, like, what's up now? What's up, babe? Like, what are you doing? This is a show. Focus around. Because when Lekon was following Erica up and down, she actually spoke to Lekon, was like, what is your problem? Can you go? I feel like she should have just kept that energy with Lilo as well if they were truly friends. Because what I saw there was maybe she was not actually a friend and Lilo was thinking they are friends. So going back to the topic I was trying to talk about, like being blunt and being insensitive, I think at that point she was just kind of insensitive to Lilo's feelings, because she'd have just said it in a way that, oh, I felt like, or I wouldn't. But I'm not saying you should lie, but at least be diplomatic. Like, be diplomatic in your words and in what you use for people. It's not like, she doesn't want to be sure. Thank God. When she said it, I was like, wow. To your friend, wow. I feel like friendship tolerates excesses. I'm not saying that because I want to tolerate my excesses, then you should go and do anything or something. But at least I feel like to an extent, in friendship, we tolerate each other's excesses, and then we call each other to action. And so I feel like they are not actually friends in the first place. That is my own feelings, and doesn't make V a bad person. Of course, this is a show, man. This is a show, and everybody wants to win. So even I can actually come to you as a friend, whereas I just want to win through that process. I'm not saying that toxic process is nice. I'm just saying that I'm not going to blame anybody that tries to be friends with somebody in such a way that will make them win, right? I feel like you should just be kind of sensitive at that point, because if I was Lilo on that day, I would be hot that, oh, I didn't want to be on the show enough. That was why you nominated me as a friend. Okay, so that was what she said about Lilo's stuff. And then when it came to Prince, and then all of them were talking about Prince's situation, whereby he cries after he loses any competition or any game or something. And then so they were like, he cries after he loses and all that. And then Ibuka was asking, okay, Prince now spoke about a particular situation where he was they were playing a game, and I think it involves a ball, and then somebody said to somebody that, hide the ball, it's Prince, hide the ball, it's Prince. And then it was like, so what was that supposed to mean? And then I think V entered the conversation one way. I can't really remember. I'll try and look for those clips and add it into this video. So I think V entered the conversation in one way or the other, and then Ibuka was asking V, and then V was like, Prince is is very, very competitive, and he's not always happy. He cries when he loses. And then, if I know your weaknesses, this is a game, I will step on your weaknesses. And maybe she said, so I can win or something. But the major thing that she said was, it is a game, if I know your weaknesses, I'm going to step on your weaknesses so that you can, maybe so that I can win or something. I was like, wow. Like, I was just like, I was like, wow, V, like, really? Although it's not like, I don't blame V for thinking like that, because it's a show. I want to win, you want to win, you're not my person, not like. So if I know your weakness, I can just use it against you. But I feel like saying it to people and saying you are blunt, and then trying to not be sensitive about other people's feelings, because
it's just a thing of, you win some, you do some. And it was, no, but if I'm a lion, somebody please stand up and stop me. Every single time you lost, you reacted. And it was a bit strange to me, and it looked like a weakness to me. And if we're playing that same game, I'm going to press on your weakness, because this is Bigbrother's house. Like you said,
I can't imagine me being Prince and sitting on that day, and somebody's telling me that if I know your weaknesses, I'm going to use it against you. Without even respecting that, okay, how would this person feel? So, like, what I'm trying to say, like, since is that as important as it that you have to be transparent, you have to be truthful and be blunt, I feel like respecting people's feelings is very, very much important. Like, how people would feel. even if we are not close or we don't share any intimate relationship, it doesn't mean that I should not respect how you feel. Like, how you feel is very, very much important, and the way you feel after I say something is much important. Like, I'm not saying that you should always agree with whatever it is I say, or you should not get offended, but at least the way people feel after you say something to them, like, is very important. Even if you are having a clash with somebody, they are still, like I said in one of my vlogs, like, I'm kind of surprised at the way these people are using some words against it. Like, I'm like, even if you don't talk to, it's not a problem if you are not friends, right? But there's some words that you don't use on each other, like, but then I don't know. So the rest of this video is just that for me, I just feel like being insensitive and being blunt can, people hide under being blunt, and then they are insensitive to other people's feelings. And insensitivity is just a sign of a narcissist and a toxic person, because if you don't care about how I feel when you talk, you don't want to know, like, you just feel like, okay, I can say it, that's my own truth, I don't care how you feel. I was like, wow, really? Like I was saying, it is just about how people feel when you talk. How do people feel even when you're telling people about, okay, this is my truth? And I'm not saying it is not every time, it is every time people should feel good when you talk, but when you have that attitude that I don't care about what people feel, how people feel when I talk, then I feel like it is not really a good thing enough. Like I said, I'm not saying V is toxic, I'm not saying she's a bad person, I'm just airing my own opinions, because I feel like what she did there to Lilo and Prince could have just been said differently. Like, oh, I don't know, but I just feel like it should have been said differently, instead of saying, I don't think she wanted it enough, I don't think she wanted to be on the show, so I nominated her. And then saying, okay, I know your weaknesses and I can step on it. So that I was like, whoa, really? So it's now, I now don't understand why people feel like they should still be friends. Because if you can do that to me, then we are not friends. I'm not saying keep me in the house at your detriment, but you had the chance to save me, but you did not save me. And then you are still saying it to my face that I'm following boy up and down, when you should have just spoken to me that, oh babe, what's up? What is it you are doing? So I don't want to keep talking about this thing without talking about the real issue. So the thing is, for me, I believe that people hide under being blunt, and then they do a lot of other things like insensitivity, pride, being rude, and being toxic. And they be like, that is my own truth. Hello, it is not your truth. You're just being rude at this point. You're just being toxic. This is not your truth. This is not your truth. So for me, I'm kind of weak, but for me, I just feel like people can be more sensitive than when they are being blunt, than just saying it and saying, okay, that is it. Even if sometimes people can even ask her some questions intentionally, like when she knows that V does not beat around the bush. And like I said, I like the fact that she's matured. She handles some things maturely, in a matured way, and she's not biased. Like, she will tell you that no matter how close you are to him, he tell you that this is what you're doing is wrong, right? So I like that about her. But this being blunt, I don't want to say it's being blunt. I feel like it's being insensitive for me, because there has to be a line between being blunt and being insensitive. Where do we draw the line? Because you can't be talking to me every time and I'll be feeling so bad, and then you'll be telling me that it's because you are blunt. No, sis, you are not blunt. You are just insensitive, and it's not bad if you are insensitive, right? Let's just stay here. Let me stay here, because I cannot be getting hot every time because I want to talk to you. It's not possible. So I feel like people should just calm down from this saying that I'm just blunt, and then realize that they are insensitive. Sometimes you are not blunt, you are just insensitive to people's feelings, and that's the truth. Like, I can't look at my friend or people in the face and tell them that, okay, it was because I feel like you are daft, or I feel like you were kind of stupid, and I just don't know how to handle that situation, so I had to leave. That is like that's kind of weighty. Like you don't understand. Like it's kind of weighty. So in place of that, I could have just said I couldn't deal with you at that point. So I just had to take a break. Or it's not me being lying. It's just me trying to respect how you feel at that point, because how you feel when I talk is much important. It's very much, because I would, the way I feel matters. So I look at the way people feel too when I talk. I feel like when V was asked about Lilo, she should have said I was just annoyed with the way she was following Eric, and I just don't know. I was just kind of, like she kind of like, I was angry and she just didn't know what to do, and instead of saying that I don't think she's supposed to be in the house, and that was why I nominated her, and I was like, it's like, really? Again, don't come for me if you're a VI, what do they call themselves? If you're a VI, don't come for me. I don't hate your V. I'm just trying to talk about being blunt and being insensitive. And I hope with these few points of mine, you've been able to realize that being blunt and being insensitive, there's a thin line between being blunt and being insensitive. And if you're not very careful, you say, I'm blunt. But you are insensitive, you are rude, you are proud, and you are all that, and you are toxic. Right? So if next time, if you look at yourself, and sometimes you know that you are doing the wrong thing, you just say you are blunt. No, you are not blunt. You just don't know how to talk. Like somebody said, you are not blunt. You just don't know how to talk. Stop saying you are blunt. All right. So that's my own opinion, and I would like if you guys can hear your opinions in the comment section as well. Like I've said, please drop a comment section. I want to hear from you. Like, what do you think? Do you think that V being blunt, let's just say V being blunt, is it like a normal thing? Does it make sense? Is it not making sense? Do you think she should have been more diplomatic? Do you think what she did is there's nothing wrong? You could have done that as well? Or this is not about me being biased about fans. Like, I'm not a Lilo fan, I'm not a Prince fan, so it is not about. And like I said, I like V because number one, I just like her complexion, I like her style, I like how I like how real she is, I like how mature she is, I like how she handles something sometimes, and I like how it is that she doesn't fake things. If she's not cool with you, she's not cool with you. It's not like I'm not cool with you and I'm trying to farms you. No, I'm not cool with you. I will let you know that I'm not cool with you. I don't like you. That's it. So I just like V, but it's not like I'm a diehard fan, but I don't hate her. Do you get? So guys, NEPA took light and my battery went off as well. Thank God even I'm done with this video. Like, I'm not even happy right now, but we're hoping for better days. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I would like you to please comment, like, and most importantly subscribe. And also please if possible, help me to share this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video to your friends and families, and I will see you in my next video.